Hello everybody, I'm Mr. Garland and I'll be walking you through how to make your works referenced page on your Google site. So, as you can see, when I put mine together, I had several sources and you only need 3 for this assignment. However, I ended up going with 7. Now try to keep in mind that 4 is a minimum. You can have more sources, and I clearly did, but you only need to have 4. And if you have 4, try and keep it balanced. So have 2 for one side of the argument, 2 for the other side of the argument. Now, when you look at mine, you'll notice that I have a citation made, and I made these through NoodleTools. I just put in the information, followed the steps, and basically just used the Edpuzzle that you'll also be using to figure out how to make my work cited. Once I was done with that, I went in and annotated each citation. So it's already in alphabetical order the way I want it to look. I just needed to add the sentences that explain each source. So, if you notice, all of my annotations are 2 sentences long. The first sentence is just a summary of the piece. So, the first sentence says what the specific article, book, resource is about. And then the second sentence explains how I intend on using it in my written portion on the both sides page. As you go through, however many sources you have, you'll also have a 2-sentence annotation that follows. And the setup is pretty simple. You'll notice that I do have this hanging indent. NoodleTools did that for me. I didn't have to add any of that. And when I opened a text box on Google Sites to add this, all I had to do was hit tab and it automatically tabbed over my annotations so that it fit with the source that I'm referencing. So I essentially just went to NoodleTools, looked at all of my sources. I went to print export, and you can export as a Word document or Google Docs. It'll work the same either way. I'm going to choose Google Docs just because I'm already online. And then it really doesn't take that long for it to just generate a works cited page. From here, I can just copy everything that was already generated for me. Go back to the site, and when I'm on the editable page, I can just add a text box. That's literally all I did here was I added a text box, and I'll show you how I did it again. I am going to paste that works cited in, and then hit enter after each source, hit tab, and there I can type in my annotation. So look at me typing in something nonsensical. I'm going to delete all this so it doesn't really matter. But this is, in essence, all that you're putting into the works reference page. You do want to tell us what your sources are. You do want to give us an idea of how you're planning on using it and summarize it so that we know that you actually read the source. But that's what we're doing here. If you have any questions, feel free to ask us, let us know, send us an email or anything. But this is the process. Good luck and have a good week putting your sources together.